You have 3,000 in your Mpesa balance right now, and you're there, you're wondering now, I have only 3,000. And of course, I do love watching with Joseph, and he always talk about investments. And for God's sake, what do I do with this money? Probably you're about to go buy yourself a coffee somewhere, and then boom, the 3,000 is gone. As little as 3,000. You're wondering what to do with it. Probably just staying there in your Mpesa idle, and you're saying, hey, let me accumulate more and more so that at least I hit a certain number. And then not until I hit that number, that is the time I will start investing. Please, you're lying to yourself. If you only have as little as 3,000 Kenyan shilling in your Mpesa balance right now, as you're watching this video, 3,000 Mpesa balance, by the way, that is less than $30 in your Mpesa. And let me tell you one thing. Today I want to push you something called, today I want you to unlearn what you've learned for you to relearn. There is one concept that I've realized, especially with young people, or those people who are unfortunate, they don't have a lot of money to invest. This is how they say, hey, you know what? If you have as little as 3,000, then whatever you have or whatever Good Joseph talks about, you can't invest. No, that's a lie. Or you must be able to earn a lot or be able to save a lot for you to invest. That's a lie. This is what I want you to do. As you are waiting to accumulate more to reach, maybe let's say probably your target is 100K. Probably your target is 100K. And already you are here. And this is how I love to view the thing, okay? Here you are standing with your 3,000. Okay, 3,000. And your target is to get 100,000. Or even 40. Some it is 50,000. Okay, some it is whatever, some it is 70K or something like that. Now, this is what I want you to do. You are here with your 3,000 in an Mpesa balance. You want to be here, yet this money is lying idle. You're shooting your foot. This is what I want you to do. Would you believe if I tell you with 3,000 you can invest into how many options here you have? This money is enough to get you into a money market fund. This money is enough to get you into a fixed investment fund. This money is enough to get you into something like stocks. Are you together? This money is enough to get you a whole skill, something that you never know, because a skill in Udemy or Skillshare will cost you around 2,300, 2,400, and you have a whole skill. That skill now you can use it to earn more money. Because people ask me, Joseph, I would like to work online. How do I make money online? You can only make money online if you have the skills. Anyway, let's not get there. Now, what do you do? It depends. If you have 3,000 in your Mpesa balance right now, there are three things here. Do you have a job? Yes. If you do have the job, take this money, put it in a money market. Even if this 3,000 makes you, even if it's 3 shillings per day, even if 3 shillings coming in per day, and if you want to multiply this by 365, you have yourself a couple of shillings that you've made. This money lying there in an Mpesa, it is making you zero. Actually, your money is being eaten away by the inflation. Take this money, just transfer it to a money market fund. Probably, I know you might ask me, hey, what's the best money market fund, Joseph, can I invest? Simple. You can go to a Tika money market fund. You can start with as little as 100 bob, just as 100 bob. 100 shilling, that's less than $1. And how do you join the Tika Money Market? It's simple. If you go on the comment section, you will see a link that I have pinned there. You can click that link. You put that money there. You're done. That money is earning you something. And you can start as little as 100 shilling. And then you keep on piling up. You get what I'm saying? You can start there. You're now starting investing. It gives you the most. By the way, there's one thing, or you can pick any MMF that you want. It doesn't have to be a ticker, whatever you want. I'm only simplifying by telling you, you can go to the comment section, click that link, and you can open there. You can open any that you want, okay? Now, the point here it is, people usually think when you invest, the only thing you end up with is the money. No, you end up with two things. You end up with money, true. Another thing, you end up with the character that you've actually garnered along the way, of knowing why to invest and how to invest and how to grow your cash. But two, if you have 3,000 in your Mpesa right now and you do not have a job, don't let it stay there. Please wake up early in the morning, go to the next market that you come from. Check for the vegetables that you can sell. Check for the fruits that you can sell. Check for the eggs that you can sell. And check for something that you can do with that money. For God's sake, let that money work and generate it. Because even if you stay there in your bed and your couch and you're waiting for something to, you have to be doing something. Remember one thing I told you, hard work will never make you wealthy. Number two, it is that you need an essence of luck. You need luck. For me, I call it God's blessings. Some people may call it luck. For you to make some cash. But the luck can't just hit you when you're seated there. You must be doing something. You must be intentional. So while you do that thing, that is now how that luck meets you on the way. You position yourself to be more lucky. For example, somebody won a mega jackpot, I don't know what, something like that, in Kenya, of around $3.2 million. That guy won. But you can't win if you've never played or you don't play. There's no chances of you winning. But when you play, there are chances, although they are minute and minimal, but there are chances of you doing what? I tell people, when you invest your money or when you start a business, there are two things that can happen. Either you win or you lose that money. At least you have two chances. You're increasing your chances. But when you don't do anything with your money, you only have one outcome. You will fail. Why? Because there's nothing. That's how you do it. So don't let that money stay there in a bank account, or rather you have Mpesa Balance and you're like, oh, I'm waiting for them. No, it doesn't happen. We've said one, you go the MMF and put that money there, invest, start accumulating and start moving forward. For example, you're watching this and you're a campus student. You may not have a lot of money. You may have like, say, 200, 300, 4, 10, 1,000, 4, 3, whatever the amount of money it is. And you can even give yourself a target for the next 4 years. Let's say you're joining university in this month of August. I'm making this video in August of 2025. Some will join university in the September. That's a month from now or less than a month from now. You focus on this. Keep on accumulating. See, actually, this is what happens when you are young. You invest that money, keep on multiplying. Sure, that may not make you wealthy in a short period of time. The only thing that makes people wealthy in a short period of time is when you possess the right skills. When you possess right skills and you are able to solve people's problem, and of course, when you solve people's problem, you get a reward, because money is a reward given after solving someone's problem. So as much as you're accumulating this is a slow pace. This is a slow way of creating wealth. If you read The Millionaire Fast Lane by the MJ DeMarco, he says this is a slow lane. If you want to go to the faster lane, you can decide to take this money and purchase yourself a core skill. You can decide to want to learn more about AI. You want to learn more about, people call it AI prompt engineering. You can learn much about how to use AI in solving some. You can do something, for God's sake. You can start making content. You get what I'm saying? So you have 3,000. You can invest here. You can go the FIF. That is fixed investment fund. You can open an account there. Keep on feeding that beast. Keep on feeding that beast. Making sure that you're pumping in more money each and every time. If you get, 2,000, 5,000, 3,000, 10, you keep on pumping in more cash as you look for better. Because on a very serious note, we may have better investments that can give you better returns than this one. For example, special funds. For example, index funds, such as S&P 500 if you invest in international markets. We have other maybe bonds and bills and whatever. But honestly speaking, for those ones, for example, special funds, you need a minimum of 250K and above. You may not have that. You start somewhere, then you grow yourself. Get with the infantry levels of investments, the MMF and what have you, accumulate. Fatten that cow. Once you fatten that cow, now you can empty that money to different areas. And by the way, I tell people, you can be here at 3,000 and then you push this number. Probably when you're at your 30K, an opportunity comes in. You realize where you come from. There is a gap for a business. There is a problem that your business can solve from the people. I have somebody who started up selling fruits. He rented a small stall somewhere. He made it a very, very appealing. Actually, he called that place Green World. He sells vegetables and fruits and what have you. Literally, even the crates and what, like he has branded in a very greenery way or green way. And the guy started selling fruit. Right now, as we speak, the guy bought his first car. Okay. Whatever. The fact remains he's winning, whether he bought a liability or whatever. The fact remains he's winning, isn't it? So he bought his first car. He's driving now. He's doing some things. You get what I'm saying? When we say that I'm telling you now, you invest 3,000, it doesn't have to be necessary. You have to wait until it hits 100,000 through only this money market fund. No, just have the cash by your side. See, when you have money by your side, when you have the purchasing power, an opportunity can come up. I have another guy who accumulated money to around 250,000, and then he got somebody who was selling his quite of a good shape car at around 200. And it was a deal for him. He was like, you know what, if I buy this car at 200K and I have 250,000, if I buy this car at 200, I can actually manage to sell this car even to 300,000. Mark you, he sold that car at 280,000. He made a clean 80 G's. That is how you get opportunities, provided you have some cash. You can get somebody selling something at a distress. You can buy that thing, then resell it. Come on. Come on, guys. And then there you are. You do it. That is exactly how you grow yourself. That is exactly how you move from one level to the other, from one level to the other, growing your money, bulging your money, moving to the next level, moving to the next level. Then ultimately, you can be able now to do what? To not only view this money as a small money, but also as a stepping stone towards you achieving the ultimate goal. So I feel bad when I see somebody, you have that amount of money resting in your Mpesa and you're confused. You don't even know what to do. Please, first of all, I tell people, you have to cover your eyes. When I say cover your eyes, I don't mean like literally. I mean like you have to disregard what other people are saying. Would you believe if I tell you most people nowadays are not doing anything? Not even nowadays, since back then. People fear being, seen by other people who are like them and judge them. People fear that. You shouldn't, because if you fear doing that, then you forever remain in the levels you are in. You're supposed to be out there. Cover yourself and move to the next level. That is exactly how the winner's mentality is. So, this is my clarion call. If you have 3,000 in your Mpesa balance, or even more, or probably even slightly less, for example, if you decide to go ahead and buy stocks, with 3,000 you can buy yourself a lot of companies. Probably you might buy even more than 25 companies in a Nairobi Securities Exchange. Why? Some of the companies trade at 3 shillings, 2 shillings, 5 shillings, 10 shillings. This money is enough to buy you a company that is even trading at 20 shillings. You can still qualify. Probably even at 25 shillings, you can still qualify. And if I list you some of the companies here that are trading at 25 shilling per company, those are big. For example, if you check on the Cooperative Bank, they're less than 20 shillings. Absa Bank, they're less than 20 shillings. And many others. But there you are. Do not despise this amount of money. Go ahead and buy those stocks. Accumulate those stocks. Then ultimately, you can be able to do something. Anyway, this is good, Joseph, and I try the best as I can to make sure that at least I pump some, I jog your mind in one way or the other, because that's how we keep on learning. You don't stay on the comfort. And please, you have the right to tell me something on the comment section. Have you invested? Where have you invested since you started watching me? How have you benefited? Apart from you just giving me the likes and watching me and releasing the dopamine hormone and you're feeling happy, how have you benefited out of whatever I usually post here? Let's be action oriented. Please don't be motivated by this video, then you end up doing the same thing. No, come on. Be motivated, yes, there's nothing wrong with that. But remember one thing, success is always what? 2% what? Motivation. And 98% perspiration, sweat. Doing it. And reading a book is not actually taking an action. You need to go beyond just reading a book. You need to go beyond just watching this video. Otherwise, you never benefit out of it. Anyway, this is good, Joseph. Hope I left something in you, and I hope you're going to do something, because that is how we grow each other. See you the next time.